Hey guys, M4J3F here, and welcome to the second episode of M4J3F Plays FIFA 15. In the last episode, we set up the initial tactics for our squad, and you can see that's our default lineup sitting there. And I was moaning a little bit. I didn't say much about it about some of the players' ratings, like Simon Walton, Tom Pett, Jerome Akimo, and particularly Sam Besant. I think they've been very, very harshly marked down in terms of their ratings. Like Pett, I think, is a lot higher than 55. I'd say he's not that far behind Whelpdale and Lee. Marriott maybe is a fair one at 56, although I'd maybe put him at maybe 58, something like that. Wells, I think, is a lot better than 58, and Besant, I would say, is our best goalkeeper, ahead of Chris Day. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Not everybody would agree with that. But that's what I think. But today, we're going to be looking at players who are... Let's try free agents first of all. Now, I'm not sure if I like this interface. Looking at it, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this. We'll try it though. We'll see if we can get used to it. I do like this. This is handy. There he is, Pedro Azog. He tends to be my go-to guy. Turns into a very, very good young player. And I like the fact that he's actually got a picture this year as well. If that is genuinely what he looks like, then at 19 he looks alright for it, really. In fairness to him. Something I need to check quickly and change quickly is finances. I need to up our wage budget. Because I have a feeling that Mr. Azog is going to reject that contract offer. I would also look at who we can loan. Wow, Chris Day's actually retiring. That might be one we need to look at a new goalkeeper. Alright, who have we got that's the most expensive? Darius Charles. Then we've got Whelpdale and Lee. Let's do it by overall rating. So we've got Lee and Whelpdale, Zola, Dembele, Charles, Day, Henry, Ashton, Parrott, Wells. So we've got 23 players. So clearly we do need to sign some more. And that's what we were doing here. We're on the free agents list. A goalkeeper would be cool as well. Who can we get? Preferably someone who is good but not brilliant. Now Galatha, I think I had him in my Barnet career for FIFA 13. I think I had... Was it FIFA 13? Must have been, because Barnet aren't in FIFA 14. Spoonley, maybe. I mean, we got Tyler Redding this season, so a new goalkeeper isn't a massive priority. Did I just see a, yeah, I did just see a 16-year-old. Wow, that's actually a pretty cool game-generated face. That almost looks realistic. That looks pretty cool. So who have we got that's a free agent? Well, we've got this guy here, Abdel Shafi, left back. We could do with a decent left back. Like I said, Akimo, not the best player in the world. So let's have a look at that one. Now he wants £5 a week. We can't offer him £5 a week. We'll offer him £2 a week. Everything else that he wants, and a crucial first team player. I don't think he's going to accept it though. If I'm quite honest. Don't think he's going to accept it. Who else have we got? Marcus Benitez. Maybe as a backup player. He's 16 years old, so he's got some potential. But even he wants £1,000 a week. It's ridiculous. We'll give him £750. But I mean, that's about the most that any of our players earn anyway. So that's quite a lot of money. I'll check midfielders as well, actually, because there's one particular... Oh, Galindo. Now, I normally sign him on Football Manager. He's a good young player. Comes from Arsenal. Although, as you can see, he is a free agent on here, but he originally played for Arsenal. So we'll put him in the maybe pile, definitely. It's very difficult for us to raise funds as well, because we can't really sell anyone, because we've got such a small squad. This is difficult. It's a challenge. That's why I like starting from the bottom, because it is challenging. Now here's the guy I was looking for. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Tim Payne. I signed him for my Barnet team. I've signed him for my Fleetwood teams, my Portsmouth teams. Any team that I play as on FIFA, I tend to try and sign Tim Payne. And this one will be no different. I can actually give him what he wants wage-wise, because I think that's quite a reasonable number to be asking for. Anyone else on here? Oh, he looks good for a left winger. Mind you, where's Payne gone? There he is. Does it have his positions on here? It does not. Is there a way that I can open his positions? Does not look like it. But I think he can play on the wings. So if that's the case, then we might be alright. We'll leave it like that for now anyway. We'll see if any of them sign. We're going to adjust this to its maximum, because I don't think we're going to be spending any money. Something else I was going to look at is players who are listed for loan. See who we can get in on loan. Like a decent striker or a decent midfielder. Adam Armstrong. How did I forget about Armstrong? And Campbell as well. Adam Campbell. Let's try Armstrong. I like Armstrong. I'm a massive fan of Armstrong's. I think he's a very, very good player. We'd definitely try and get him in on loan. I mean, you look at his stats. There's a lot of green on that list. There's a lot of green. You look at Campbell. There's even more green. See if he... Yeah, we could probably afford both, but we'll have to sacrifice signing someone else. And out of the two, all due respect, Armstrong's 2 years younger than Campbell. So I think I'd go for that one. I'd go for Armstrong over Campbell. Chuba Akpom as well is another good player. Saw him score for the under-21s. Arsenal under-21s the other day on TV, so I know how good he can be. Oh, Real Madrid strikers. Got a couple of them here. Maybe. Midfielders, any decent midfielders? Bruno Andrade spent some of last season on loan at Stevenage. To be honest, could have done better. Abdoulaye Toure, Adam King. Oh, it's not the Adam King I was thinking of. Oh, that's Andy King. Guy who plays for Leicester, Andy King. Don't really recognise many of these names. Alexis Zapata, now that is a name I do recognise. 19-year-old midfielder. How much is he on a week? £4 a week. Yeah, we can't afford that, unfortunately. And again, this is the challenge, guys. This is the challenge. This is why, if anyone out there is sitting there watching this thinking, why is he playing as a League 2 team again? This is why. Because it really does test your abilities. You learn about so many different players. Because you have to search every single corner to try and find a player who you can afford. And you can find some really, really good, cheap players out there if you look hard enough. I mean, this guy here. Caio Rangel from Cagliari. What's he on a week? Yeah, I could probably afford this guy. Decent young winger. We'll put in a bid, you never know. If it gets accepted, I mean, look at those stats. 80, 76, 79, 71. He could be a very, very good young player for us. And you really do have to look far and wide. Players like Azog and Payne I sort of found by chance because I was looking for some decent young players. And his name came up, or their names came up. I found Azog first, and then I found Payne not long afterwards, and they are very, very good young players. Very cheap as well. Right, young defenders. We got this guy here, Ebner, from Real Madrid, or Ebne. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Adrian Martin from Villarreal. Now, Villarreal should have, or maybe not, I was going to say should have players on cheap wages because of their financial problems, but it looks like they might have solved those problems. What about Avner? Yeah, same deal. Although they've only got 7 months, well, he's only got 7 months left on his contract, so he might be a free agent at the start of the next season. Ali Bamba from Metz. We'll have a look. So he's only on 2,000, but again, I think that's just a little too much for our budget. Okay, let's have a look at this guy. 1,750. That's slightly more like it. We'll have a bid. See if it gets accepted. Axel Borgman from Schalke. Not much green in that list. Bradley Garmstrom from West Brom. Now he's got good acceleration. Wow, acceleration 93.